We can convert a fraction to a decimal by dividing the numerator by the denominator. And this is easy if the denominator is a small number, but if the denominator is large, as we can see here, we can use a slightly different method. Now here, to convert 1 over 19 to a decimal, 19 is just below 20, right? So we can get the answer by dividing this numerator 1 by 2 and adjusting. And we call it 1 more because 1 more than this one is 2. So we call it 1 more. So rather dividing by 19, we divide it by 2. So we start like 1 divided by 2 is, we start by putting 0 point because we can see that the numerator is less than the denominator. The answer will be 0 point something. So we write 0 point, and after that we divide 1 by 2. Dividing 1 by 2 is 0, remainder 1. But remainder 1 we write here as small. The answer is in green, and this orange is just remainders to tell you what the process is. And then we consider this as one number, as 10, and 10 divided by 2 is 5, and there is no remainder. Then we do the exactly same. We keep dividing by 2. We divide this 5 by 2. Dividing 5 by 2 is 2 remainder 1 because 2 times 2 is 4 and remainder 1. So remainder 1 will write like this here, and then now this becomes 12. So the formula here is, rule here is, at every step we divide the last answer figure by the 1 more, that is 2 in this case, and put the answer down as the next answer figure, and any remainder is put before the answer figure, as you can see. Now 12 divided by 6 is, this is 12, the new dividend. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 2 times 6 is 12. And we continue dividing like this. This 6 divided by 2 is 3. Then this 3 divided by 2 is 2 times 1 is 2 and 1 remainder. Now 11 divided by 2 is 2 times 5 is 10 and 1 remainder. Now we have 15. 15 divided by 2 is 2 times 7 is, let's continue here, 2 times 7 is 14 and remainder 1. Now 17 divided by 2 is 2 times 8 is 16 and 1 remainder. And here 2 times 18 divided by 2 is 2 times 9 is 18, and so on and so on. We divide by 1 by 19 like this, and 1 over 19 is 0.052631578 and so on. It will keep going like this. 1 divided by 19, this is 1 and 1 more is 2, so we'll divide by 2 instead of 19. 11 divided by 19, first we write 0 point, and then 11 divided by 2 is 2 times 5 is 10 and we have 1 remainder. Now this is 15. 15 divided by 2 again is 2 times 7 is 14 and 1 remainder. Then we have 17 here. So 17 divided by 2 is 2 times 8 is 16 and 1 remainder again. Now we have 18, and 18 divided by 2 is 9, there is no remainder, and so on. We'll keep going like that. Now the full recurring decimal for 1 over 19 is 0.052678947368421, and this is shown by the dots over the first and the last figures, the orange dots, and after 1 it starts again at 0. Now let's look at a different denominator. Here in 17 over 29, 29 is the denominator and we have 2 here. So we'll divide by the next number, one more, that is 3. So 17 divided by 3 will be, first we write 0 point, and then 17 divided by 3 is 3 times 5 is 15, and we have 2 remainder. Now this 5 is part of the answer and this 2 is not part of the answer, but I am showing it to tell you that this is the remainder and we write it like this, or after practice we can skip writing it. Now we have the next dividend, that is 25. 25 divided by 3 is 3 times 8 is 24, and we have 1 remainder. Now we have 18 divided by 3. 3 times 6 is 18 and there is no remainder. Now we have new dividend 6. 6 divided by 3 is 3 times 2 is 6 and there is no remainder. And next we have dividend 2. 2 divided by 3 is 3 times 0 is 0 and we have remainder 2, and we keep on dividing by 3 like that. Here in 23 divided by 59, we have 5 and 1 more than the one before is 6. Next number is 6. So we divide the numerator by 6. First we write 0 point, and then 23 divided by 6 is 6 times 3 is 18, and we have 5 remainder, right? We have now the new dividend, that is 53. So 53 divided by 6 is 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 8 is 48, and we have 5 remainder again. And now we have the new dividend, that is 58. 58 divided by 6 is 6 times 9 is 54, and remainder 2, and we go on like that. Till now the fractions we were handling were all with the denominators that were ending with 9. The last digit of the denominator was 9, but actually there are various other devices that can be applied so that the method will work with all other denominators. So if it is 17 over 3, 13 let's say, and we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 3, we will have 21 over 39. Again we have 9 here, so we can apply the same method. This is 3, 1 more than the one before, that this is 3, so 1 more is 4. We can divide this by 4 and do the same thing that we have been doing. Now first we write 0 point, and then 21 divided by 4 is 4 times 5 is 20, and we have 1 remainder. Then we have 15 as the new dividend. 15 divided by 4 is 4 times 3 is 12, and we have 3 remainder. Now we have 33. 33 divided by 4 is 4 times 8 is 32, and we have remainder 1, and so on. We keep on dividing by 4 like this. We have 1 over 7. If we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 7, let's say, we'll have 7 over 49, and now we have 9 in the end. So 1 more than the one before is 5. 1 more than 4 is 5. So we divide by 5. We divide this numerator by 5. First we write 0 point, and then 7 divided by 5 is 5 times 1 is 5, and we have remainder 2. Now we have 21. 21 divided by 5 is 5 times 4 is 20, and 1 remainder. Now 14 divided by 5. 14 divided by 5 is 5 times 2 is 10, and we have 4 remainder. And now we have 42, and 42 divided by 5 is 5 times 8 is 40, and 2 remainder. Like that we keep dividing by 5. We have here the full recurring decimal for 1 over 19, and this has 18 recurring digits or recurring figures, and we write them in 2 rows of 9, let's say like this. Let me write it this below this, right? And now if we look carefully here at the columns, we may notice that in every column there is a, let me put it a little here. So in every column the two numbers add up to 9. This means we can see here this 0 plus 9 is 9, this 5 plus 4 is 9, right? This 2 plus 7 is 9, 6 plus 3 is 9, and so on. So this means that when we are at halfway through a decimal, we can write down the second half from the first half. We just take every digit in the first half from 9, and this gives us the second half. Now you may ask that how do I know when I'm halfway through? And there is a very simple way to find out. Look at this 1 over 19. Now we subtract the numerator from the denominator, and 19 minus 1 is 18, right? So when 18 comes up in our division, 18 is the next dividend, we know that we are halfway through. Now in this recurring decimal in 1 over 19, we can see in the end of the first half that we have 18 as the new dividend. So the rule is, if the difference of numerator and denominator comes up in the recurring decimal, you are halfway through, and you can get the second half by taking all the figures in the first half from 9. Here 3 over 13, let's convert it to 3 times 3 is 9 and 13 times 3 is 39. We multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 3 to get 9 over 39. And then we know that the next number after 3 is 4. We divide it by 4, divide this numerator by 4. So 0 point. Then 9 divided by 4 is 4 times 2 is 8. We have a remainder 1. And then we have the dividend 12. 12 divided by 4 is 4 times 3 is 12. And now the new dividend is 3. We have no remainder here. So 3 divided by 4 is 4 times 0 is 0, and we have 3 remainder. But be careful here, we have this 30 as the new dividend, that is the difference of 39 and 9, right? 39 minus 9 is 30, 39 minus 9 is 30, and we have seen 30 as the new dividend. It means we are halfway through. The second half will be, we just take all of the digits of the first half by 9, from 9. 2 from 9 is 7, and 3 from 9 is 6, and 0 from 9 is 9. So the actual answer repeating decimal is 0.230769, and that's recurring. After 9 we'll start by from 2, and it will go on forever. If the last digit of the denominator is not 9, like in this case it's 8, then because it's too far from 50, so it has the difference of 2 from 50, so we'll double the last figure of the answer at each step. So our one more from the one before is 5. Here it's 4, one more is 5, so we'll divide this by 5. So 7, first we write 0.7 divided by 5 is 5 times 1 is 5, then we have remainder of 2. Now it's 21, but before dividing 21 by 5, we double this one. So it will become 2, and the new dividend is 22 now. 22 divided by 5 is 5 times 4 is 20, and remainder is 2. Now before next step, we'll double this 4 to get 8. So now the new dividend is 28 instead of 24. 28 divided by 5 is 5 times 5 is 25. Let me change the curve. 5 times 5 is 25 and we have 3 remainder. Now before going to the next step, we'll double this 5 to get 10. So 10 will be like this and it will become 40. The new dividend is 40. 40 divided by 5 is 3. 40 divided by 5 is 5 times 8 is 40. So 8 and there is no remainder. Now when we double 8, it becomes 16 and 16 divided by 5 is 5 times 3 is 15 and there is 1 remainder. Again when we double this 3, it becomes 6 and the new dividend is 16. 16 divided by 5 is again 5 times 3 is 15 and 1 remainder, and it will keep going like this. So we have repeated 3's. It means it's a recurring decimal of this block 14583. This block will keep repeating itself. The next number of 8 is 9, so we'll divide this by 9, but as this 7 is 87 is 3 far from 90, we have to multiply every last digit of the answer by 3 before going on to the next step. So first we write 0 point, then 78 divided by 9 is 9 times 8 is 72 and we have 6 remainder. Now before going on to the next step, we'll multiply this 8 by 3. 8 times 3 is 24 and this 8 becomes 24 like this, and we have here 84 now. 84 is the new dividend. 84 divided by 9 is 9 times 9 is 81 and we have 3 remainder now. Now we multiply this 9 by 3 before moving on. 9 times 3 is 27 and 27, if we look at it, it becomes 57. So the new dividend is 57. So 57 divided by 9 is 9 times 6 is 54 and we have 3 remainder. Now this 6 times 3 is 18. We have 18 like this and this becomes 48 and new dividend is 48. 9 times 5 is 45 and we have 3 remainder. Now 5 times 3 is 15 and 15 we have like this and this becomes 45. 45 is the new dividend. 9 times 5 is 45 with no remainder, and now this 5 times 3 is 15. 15 is the new dividend. 9 times 1 is 9 and we have remainder of 6. Like this we keep dividing by 9 and at every step we multiply the last figure of the answer by 3 before moving on to the next step. Now here we'll do the same thing. Instead of dividing 19, we'll divide 18, one less, by 4, this 4. So 18 divided by 4 is 0 point, we'll write 0 point first, and then 18 divided by 4 is 4 times 4 is 16 and we have 2 remainder, right? And now this 4 from 9 is 5, so the new dividend will become 25. 25 divided by 4 is 4 times 6 is 24 and 1 remainder. Now this 6 from 9 is 3, so the new dividend will become 13 and 4 times 3 is 12 and 1 remainder. Now this 3 from 9 is 6, the new dividend will become 16. 16 divided by 4 is 4 times 4 is 16 with no remainder, and this 4 from 9 is 5, the new dividend is 5 now, and 5 divided by 4 is 1 remainder 1, and so on. Like this we keep going. For the denominators like 52, the only difference is here it ends in 2 instead of 1. So before taking the last figure of the answer from 9, we double it. That's the only difference. So like before, we divide not 23, we divide 1 less, 22 by this 5. So 22 divided by 5 is 5 times 4 is 20, and we have 2 remainder. Now before taking this from 9, we double this. So double of 4 is 8, and 8 from 9 is 1. So the next dividend is 21, and 21 divided by 5 is 5 times 4 is 20, and we have 1 remainder. Again, double of 4 is 8, and 8 from 9 is 1. So the next dividend is 11. 11 divided by 5 is 5 times 2 is 10, and 1 remainder. Now double of 2 is 4, and 4 from 9 is 5. So the next dividend will be 15, and 15 divided by 5 is 3 with no remainder. And we keep on like that. Because there are 2 9s in the denominator, we can get the answer 2 digits at a time. It will make it faster. And right now also one more from 1 is 2. We will divide this 1 by 2. So 1 divided by 2 is, first we write 0.1 divided by 2 is 0 remainder 1. But instead of writing 0, we will write 2 zeros because we have 2 spaces to take care of, and there is 1 remainder. Now in next step, 100 divided by 2 is 50. We write 50. And next step, 50 divided by 2 is 25. You can see the speed now. 25 divided by 2 is 12 remainder 1. So we write 12 with remainder 1, and like that we keep on going. By multiplying the numerator and the denominator by 3, we can get 177 over 399 from 59 over 133. And now we can do what we are doing before. We will divide by 4 in groups of 2, right? Because there are 2 9s. So we will divide 177 by 4 to first 0.4. So we have 44 remainder 1. Now 144 divided by 4 is 36, right? And then 36 divided by 4 is 9, but we have 2 places to cover, so 09 will write. And 9 divided by 4 is 2 remainder 1, so we will write 02 and remainder 1, and so on. Here let me tell you other variations. 177 over 398 can be done exactly as 177 over 399, but with doubling of the last pair of digits before dividing. And same 177 over 3999 can be done like this, but here we'll use 3 figures at a time. So there can be variations that we can use. Here 177 divided by 401 we can do same as we did here, but here we take the complement of the last 2 figures from 9 at each step. All of this we have learned how to do it. And let's say 1 over 67, if we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 3, we can have 3 over 201. We know it's a special number, we can use it here. Or if we multiply 1 over 67 by 597, it will become 597 over 39999. So we can use 4 figures at a time here. So I'm just telling you these things, that once you start practicing these things, these methods, then sky is the limit.